Hi, here's an important fact the famous Carlos Castaneda pointed out about energy. Every action you take, every thought you think, every person you meet either gives you energy or takes energy away from you. And an energy leak is an energy loss that happens on a regular basis, as simple as that. So, from this perspective, an energy block is a type of leak. As we've seen before, a block is a contraction in your body that prevents your energy from flowing freely. Well, this habit is a leak because it takes energy away from you on a regular basis. Let's have a look at some of the most common types of energy leaks. Do you know what the big leak is in your life? Your ego and your never stopping mind. I've made a whole video on this phenomenon. Eckhart Tolle says that about 80 to 90% of most people's thinking is not only repetitive and useless, but also negative. In the same vein, the National Science Foundation published an article about people's daily thoughts and showed that the average person has up to 60,000 thoughts a day, and 80% of those are negative, and 95% of them are exactly the same thoughts as the day before. So, when almost all your attention is taken by repetitive thinking, of course, this will drain your energy. Actually, any distraction is a leak of energy. Meaning, whenever you're not present, whenever you're not paying attention to what you're doing, you're distracted. And we're currently living in the age of distraction. Everything around us is clamoring for our attention. Other than that, problems, conflicts, strong emotions, people around you, basically anything can be an energy leak. I'll tell you what the secret is right away. It is not what you do that takes energy, but how you do it. In other words, what impacts your energy reserve isn't the situation itself, but how you feel about it. So, what is a leak for you may not be one for me. This is obvious when it comes to big things like bad news, relationships, challenges in jobs, for example. But it's the same thing for the small stuff, like, for example, the clothes you wear or the environment you live in. Whether or not a person is organized and lives in a clean space will probably impact their energy, but not necessarily. Again, it depends on how it makes you feel. So, what you need here is to increase your awareness and look at each of your habits. Stop the movement and examine it under a microscope, if you will, to see what is happening inside of you. Does it make you more or less alive and energetic? And this is the interesting thing. Becoming more conscious of your inner energy will not only help you understand what boosts and what kills your energy, but also just this increased awareness by itself will stop your leaks and boost your energy. Yes, this is another important energy principle, my friends. It is the degree of attention you pay to what you do that makes the difference between gaining and losing energy. This means that when you spot a leak, for example, in a relationship with a colleague, just the fact of being aware that you're losing energy through the interaction will reduce that leak. Amazing, isn't it? Of course, there are other ways to protect yourself and plug your leaks, but just taking some distance and observing what's going on will take you a long way. So, to sum up, human beings are like rechargeable batteries, which empty and recharge themselves according to what they do and how they feel. And more precisely, according to the quality of their inner energy. But if your battery is leaking, it is crucial to fix these leaks before you focus on getting it recharged at all. Makes sense, doesn't it? And stopping those leaks will give you a surge of energy, and it will also enable you to keep your vitality longer in life. Taoism says that we're born with a certain amount of energy capital, and we spend it throughout our life till we die. And basically, we die because we run out of energy. So, death is the shutdown of your system due to the lack of energy supply. Thank you for your attention and see you soon.